Hi, good morning, welcome. It is a Friday during my summer break, and I've got the day off, and then there's Saturday and Sunday that I've got off. So I was thinking I would take you along for a little weekend of doing whatever crafts I feel like. I've been doing this for a majority of the summer break, but on weekdays I do give myself some tasks, some responsibilities, some things I have to do, some preparation for the next school year for teaching and whatnot. But Fridays normally I work, but today I don't. And then Saturday and Sunday I do nothing except what I want to do. So I thought I would take you along for that. I have been working on a lot of separate projects and I think that's very fun and enjoyable. But usually when I make a video, it's like themed around a certain project or a couple of projects or a type of project, right? And this is just going to be whatever I actually get up to. So it's Friday today. I've had a bit of a sleeping in moment because I didn't sleep that well. And then I had my breakfast and my coffee, and then I got a few rows in on this sock already. It is now a little bit past 11 a.m. I'm gonna see if I can get to the heel on these socks and then either do the heel or switch to something else. I'm just gonna work on the socks until I finish my coffee, is what I'm feeling like. So that's what I'll be doing. Okay, I'm out of coffee and I've done one heel on the sock, and I remembered that this yarn was fighting me on being pulled from both ends. So if I do 2 at a time again, I have to figure something out for that. Yeah, okay, so one heel. And it's currently in the position to start that on the second sock, which is really cursed, but I don't feel like doing the second heel immediately, so I'm going to just put it in the bag like this, I think. Have this be a little bit neater, but that. Then do my little cleanup around the downstairs area, unload the dishwasher and all that good stuff. And I was thinking that I could check what ingredients I already have, go to the store, and then bake something. I know that I have really cute cookie cutters that I got at some point as a gift that I haven't used yet. And I should probably also take Neo outside before it gets too warm. Neo is our cat. She gets to go out on her little harness in the backyard and she loves it. But when it gets too warm, I get worried because she is mostly a black cat, and I don't know, that her fur absorbs heat. She is scalding to the touch if it's too sunny out. So I should probably do that before it gets too warm. Not that she cares either way. She's just happy to be in the field. Silly cat. Yeah, I'll update you probably when I'm baking. Okay, I went to the store, got lunch, got a little snack for Neo because it's already far too warm to take her outside, so she'll have to wait until the evening. Needed a lemon for the cookie recipe that I want to make. I still had strawberries, and I got some white chocolate chip thingies, because I think that would go well together. I'm gonna clean my cookie cutters because I haven't used them yet and then they need cleaning, and get baking. Okay, cookies are in the oven. I was a little bit silly in my recipe choice. These are not cookies that lend to being in a cute shape. I was expecting to be able to like just use the shape and then not do the little press. But, right, the cookie cutter set is like a 9-tje Miffy set. It's baby. I had like little bears and a little cutesy Grim Reaper in that style before, and I really liked them. But those have recently broken, which they lasted 8 years, so that's... If these also last 8 years, that'll be fine. I'll be 30 by then. What did I want to say? Right. With those cookie cutters, I usually made like peanut butter cookies, so maybe I'll have time and energy to do that like on Sunday or something. And then I can use them anyway, and I didn't clean them for nothing. But strawberry white chocolate chip cookies are in the oven right now, and I'm going to do my wrist stretches while waiting, because it's a very short baking time. Alright, cookies are cooling off, resting, whatever you want to call it. Neo has played toys. She is still a little bit energetic, so you might see her. I used the leftover strawberries and lemon juice to make a fancy orange soda. Like, I have regular orange soda and I just put stuff in there, right? Yeah, it's nice, it's tasty. And I think I'm gonna work on my quilt for a little bit and combine that with the listening to an album, reels, YouTube shorts, whatever that I've been doing, because that sounds fun right now. Oh, Neo is just barely out of frame, hold on. Hello, baby! She's going to keep me company while I do my quilting. Okay, there's one more flower on the quilt top. This is gonna take a while. I might continue in a bit, but first I'm having one of the cookies, and before I show you how they turned out, I just removed the label from my skirt, because I'm like, why does my back feel so bad? What is touching my back? And I looked at what the label of this skirt was made out of. I don't know if you can hear that, but that was touching my back. No, that's removed. Out of there. No. It's also giant. Anyway. Turned out very cute. The inside is still kind of soft, which is nice. And it's got strawberry and white chocolate in it, and it's just a cookie. I will, if I remember, link the recipe in the description, but it was quite simple. I added white chocolate and I didn't do the sugar on top before baking because I forgot. But they're quite sweet without, so it's fine. They're nice. I'm gonna see if I continue quilting, and otherwise I will tell you what else I ended up doing. Okay, hi, as you just saw, I took Nia outside and I had some outside time myself. Both heels are now finished on the socks. And I've placed my order for dinner because every other Friday we do takeout or delivery, and that's this week, so I don't have to cook. I'm going to make sure I've got my hair washed and I'm in pajamas and whatever for cozy comfy on the couch night. Hopefully with Neo if she feels like it. And then dinner should exist at some point. Okay, hair washed. got some more progress in on the sock, just like a couple of rows, because I noticed that Kelsey uploaded, so I had to watch that. And the socks is what I had. Now, until my dinner gets here and then when I finish eating, I would like to make a little plushie. I would like to make a little goblin. I will mark the link in whatever corner that appears in. It's my own pattern. I've been accepted into a market that is tabletop RPG themed, so I like having my goblins there. And I don't have a lot of them anymore, so I'll just make one. And I will be using this little speckly yarn. I'll make more than this one, but I'm not like bulk batch making them because I don't enjoy doing that for these. They have a few too many parts for that. So I'm just gonna do one today. Hi, good morning. So last night I got my dinner and then my friends asked if I wanted to hang out on Discord, and then I just played Stardew Valley until bedtime. So we did not finish Goblin yet. That's fine. This morning I woke up and I had an email notification that I need to package a little guy. The little tardigrade we made for me last week, but for you sometime in the past. And it's for one of my regulars, so they don't need all of the business cards and stuff. They have plenty. Neo, stop scratching the couch, you little mouse. Okay. They have plenty of those, but I will be adding in a little patch, print patch as a freebie. That's an easy packing. And then that will go to the post today, so it gets to them as soon as possible. And I'm going to get started with my day. Okay, that's like 30 minutes later. My coffee is kind of working. I've put in a couple of rows on my socks. And I'm gonna have my leftover sushi now. And I pick the next craft to work on. I am feeling laneway, but we'll see when I finish eating, because that might change something. Right, sushi consumed. This is how far I got on the goblin yesterday, by the way, just the head. And I don't listen to my own pattern because I say to put the eyes in earlier because it's easier, but I hate doing that. I just wiggle through the tiny hole and then I put in the eyes. I do indeed feel like working on the laneway for a little bit. I already have a laneway sweater, making another one because I really like it and these colors are fun. This is a project where I'm timing how long it takes me, so I'll be doing that still right now. And maybe I just get done with this section. How much longer is this section? Oh, this is like right before splitting for the sleeve 1x1 color work, so it's a task. Also, for color 1x1 color work, I like having my project just stretched out so far on the cables, and it looks so silly when it's like this, because normally I knit stuff on a much smaller cable, but yeah, okay. Yapping a bit much, I will get going. I've done like 2.5 rows and now I'm fighting a couch nap. So I just got up and unloaded the dishwasher because moving around helps with that usually. But I'm still sleepy tired, so I'm going to sit at the table instead so I don't randomly fall asleep. I am so obsessed with... It's such a basic color combination. I know it's basic emo colors, but I don't know, the texture is so good. Like the Morak DK and the Strika DK together both are really nice and also kind of different. So when you put your hands like over the color work, there is a little bit of a texture difference, and it's good. It's nice. I like it. Okay, being at the table is helping with my sleepiness, especially probably because I'm doing the album thing and I'm speed knitting instead of leisurely knitting on the couch. I finished the annoying section, so now it's on the smaller circumference again, and that's so nice for just like not having to stop and readjust. But you need to readjust and be conscious of where your stitches are when you're doing one by one for the tension, so it's fine. I chose this pattern. The black yarn is running quite low, so I might come back to this pretty soon because I like when there is just a tiny bit of yarn and I can finish a skein. And that's nice for my brain, but need a break. For my wrists, first off, and also because I feel like doing something else for a minute again, and that's what this weekend is about. I was thinking I could work on my test knit, pull out my cross stitch, or work on the socks some more, and I think that's gonna depend on the next album I pick. But first, I am going to refill my drink. It is warm, it is summer, I need to stay hydrated, and the only way to stay hydrated while crafting is by constantly having a beverage near me, because otherwise I will forget. So that's the first step, and then I will think with my brain and tell you what the next project is. For any of that, we must bother Neo. Oh, big stretch, baby.
I'm gonna light the portal and you're gonna go through. It should be this block right here where I'm standing. All right, sir. Best of luck to you.
Okay, I worked on the cross stitch and the test knit, and I did groceries. So now I have to go make dinner. And after that, my partner said that we were gonna watch some Pokemon, during which I will probably work on the socks, because that seems like the most subtitle reading friendly project I have going. After that, I'll see if I go play more Stardew Valley or if I work on another project. Kind of depends on how things go. Regardless, I will update you at some point. Working on my socks since that turned into detangling yarn. I have no clue what happened to the center pull, but the center pull had a part of like way later outside pulled through, and that messed everything up. So I've got most of it in a ball now. I did have to cut a part out, so it is no longer one single piece, which is kind of sad because that's what I was trying to do for whatever I can use the remaining scraps for. But it was probably going into a beekeeper's quilt anyway, so it's fine. It's okay. I don't know how this keeps happening to me though. Yeah, but that was a lot that took over an hour, so I will indeed be playing some Stardew instead now. Good night. Hi, good morning. It is now Sunday. Time to make peanut butter cookies. But first it's time to make coffee. So I thought I had all of the ingredients, but this is not enough peanut butter. So I guess I will be going to the store. But it's Sunday, so the store isn't open yet because I actually got out of bed on time. So we're gonna do some craft first, I guess. I don't actually feel like taking out my yarn just to put it away again in 30 minutes so Neo doesn't hurt herself. So we're continuing on this quest. I have a bunch of them planted and I'm just turning them back into the beans with the seed maker. I think I'm on track, but I have no clue. I didn't put them in the fridge before baking, so they grew a bit. But these are mostly fine. These are a bit sillier because they're on the rack instead of the flat backing. This one is a mood. Okay, so we're pulling out the chicken cross stitch again because I feel like it. But I do gotta keep an eye on the kitchen because the cookies are cooling down on the kitchen counter and Neo is having a little bit of a nap right now, but as soon as she starts moving, I have to be in the kitchen because we cannot let her touch the fresh cookies with her stinky little baby paws. Progress. The light gray and white were so hard to differentiate. I still need to do like the here and here, but that's a task for a different time. The really big Ida cloth is irritating my skin. So it's going back for now. And I'm gonna do some knitting. Still Sunday, just a different shirt. I finished the quest that I was doing in Stardew, so I am going back to crafts. Spent some time on my socks too, but then we had to go get stuff for dinner and I played some Stardew. Now I finished Goblin, I think. Or at least part of him. Alright, hi. The little goblin is finished. It's the combination of the piercings and the little cloth thingy. Sometimes I only do the cloth, sometimes I only do the piercings, sometimes I do both. This time I use the stitch markers for piercings because they're colorful. Usually I get safety pins for it. But very cute. Very lovable. Pattern for this is up on my website for free, also on Instagram, and I have a video tutorial on the channel. That video tutorial is like 2, maybe 3 years old, so don't come for me on quality, but it has all of the steps. You could make one of these. I will hopefully make more of them soon because I only had 1 left over, so now I have 2. And I will be going to a tabletop RPG themed markets and goblins tend to do well there. Or it was just that one person that was buying all of them. But hey, the same happened for the rats and I have made so many of those rats. Yeah, it is now time for me to go make dinner and that is a 50-50 on if I will reconvene with you this evening because sometimes after dinner I just disappear. We should be watching more Pokemon. Hopefully I can knit on my socks without chaos tonight. I will update you either tonight or tomorrow morning. See ya. Alright, it is late and about time for me to go to bed. So that concludes my weekend of crafting whatever I feel like. Let me know if this style of video is fun or not. I'm just doing stuff and seeing if it works, honestly. Yeah, I had a good time. which was predictable because I was doing whatever I felt like, which is usually how I craft, and that is why I have like 10 videos going at the same time always, because sometimes I just don't touch a project for months because I don't feel like it. And then I randomly finish it and I start like 8 new projects. That's what it's like for a lot of people who do multiple crafts. If you are one of those people that works on one project until it's done and then you start the next project, I am scared of you. Yeah, that was all. Thank you for hanging out with me. I'm gonna go to bed. See you next time. Bye bye.